My name is Egon Chalakian. Today I have an urgent message for all of humanity that pertains to the fate of our civilization. I elected to bring this message to your esteemed attention following my recent participation in a joint Nobel Prize Committee National Academies of Science meeting in Washington, D.C., whereat we discussed the issues of misinformation and disinformation. This sparked a point in my life where I realized there is so much misleading information on the subject of climate change that inspired me to deliver the following message to you people. This matter is of utmost significance for the survival of every living being on this planet. Before I proceed, I would like to introduce myself briefly to those who are not familiar with me, so that you can understand the seriousness and legitimacy of my message. I, Egon Chalakian, am a qualified particle physicist affiliated with the preeminent CERN Particle Physics Laboratory. I retain a very active role in the development of new technologies with respect to the Future Circular Collider, a particle accelerator with substantially higher energy than previous ones of this type. Likewise, I am actively involved in NASA's NISAR mission, the first satellite mission to collect data with ultra-high frequencies and thus observe a wide range of Earth processes, from the flow rates of glaciers and ice sheets to the dynamics of earthquakes and volcanoes. Additionally, I am an active member of the International Association of Intelligence Educators and an international tax law professional. In my career, I have served as a legislative tax analyst attached to the President's Commission on International Trade and Investment Policy, the White House, under Presidents Nixon and President Ford. I was affiliated with the Harvard Legislative Research Bureau and served on the board of editors of the Harvard Journal of Legislation. Thereafter, I worked with the Reagan Kitchen Cabinet and Reagan White House, where I was intimately involved with President Reagan's Strategic Defense Initiative project. In total, I have worked with 4 U.S. presidents. For the most part, I reside in Cambridge, Massachusetts, USA, home to both MIT and Harvard universities, where I have academic roots. Equipped with a combined legal and physical science background, I developed a professional career within the national security, legislative affairs, and academic communities, commencing very early on in my life. My current professional activities take place on Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., where I serve as a federal lobbyist at the U.S. Congress and White House. Nonetheless, my current activities are centered on climate change and national security-related matters. My qualifications attest to my competence to make a decisive statement regarding climate change on our planet. It is evident that the Earth is experiencing rapid escalation of extreme climatic and geodynamic events. There is a significant rise in the occurrence and magnitude of seismic, volcanic, hydrological, atmospheric, gravitational, and thermal anomalies. Furthermore, we have recently detected a number of alarming anomalies in all the layers of the Earth's system. There is an extraordinary displacement and destabilization of the Earth's core, a sporadic and chaotic acceleration of the planet's rotation, and a shift in its rotational axis. This scenario is compounded by a critical weakening and emergence of atypical anomalies of the magnetic field and a change in the composition of the upper layers of the atmosphere. These events have culminated in an extreme activation of magnetic foci and an accompanying increase in deep mantle earthquakes, a decrease in the thermal conductivity of the ocean. As a consequential result, our oceans have lost their ability to function as a compensatory and cooling mechanism. All these alarming factors indicate only one thing, to wit, our planet is on the verge of self-destruction, and humanity only has a few years remaining to avert this impending catastrophe. Right now, our planet is entering a cycle of climatic disasters that affects all the planets of our solar system. This entire solar system undergoes this cycle every 12,000 years, and every 24,000 years the cycle has its highest intensity. Similar to Earth, evidenced processes of change in the cores of other planets and geodynamic restructurings, as well as the increase of atmospheric anomalies, are occurring elsewhere within our solar system. This, in turn, would suggest that these cycles are caused by the influence of an external cosmic impact on all the planets of the solar system. This is the pattern of recurring climatic disasters that we reside in today. that could lead to the demise of humanity of our planet Earth. If we look at Mars, we realize that the same pattern of consequential behavior is merely an echoed reminder of the planet's doomed fate. My friends, this is the backdrop from which I am now speaking with you today.